Welcome to another episode of the Tobago House of Assembly's Post-Executive Council Media Briefing. This week, the Secretary of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labour, Marcelin Melville Jack, addresses the media.
At the Division of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labour, we have already started the spirit of giving to our communities throughout Tobago with the introduction of CPEP's 12 Joys of Christmas. Now, the Community-Based Environmental Protection and Enhancement Program is putting on activities in 12 communities across Tobago. This initiative was spearheaded by the workers themselves and speaks to the joy of volunteerism, creating partnerships, caring, and sharing. These 12 days of Christmas will showcase the different capabilities and skills of our hard-working CPEP teams. The project started on Monday, the 27th of November, and will end on Tuesday, December 12th. At the start of the program, the Riseland Canby Park was used as the venue for the team from the Riseland Canby area, and together they hosted an outdoor plant clinic. CPEP workers distributed to the community green bananas, cassava, pimento peppers, pawpaw seedlings, ornamentals, cassava sticks, and banana suckers. Plant lovers had the added pleasure of going home with compost soil and mulch. And I can tell you that this activity was well appreciated by members of the community who came out in their numbers. In Canaan, Bonaccord, CPEP distributed hampers to schools in the area, and they also distributed seedlings to residents. Their choices were cucumbers, tomatoes, and sweet peppers. In the Lansford Speyside area, the CPEP teams visited the students of the Castara Early Childhood Center, and they conducted a craft workshop where students were taught to use old tires to produce a beautiful Christmas tree. So not only was this a craft lesson, but it was also a lesson in recycling. They also assisted them in sprucing up their school garden. Yesterday, I was happy to be present at the beautification exercise at Scarborough Secondary School. And the Chief Secretary was present also and planted a tree at the flagpole as part of this exercise. Mr. Jerry Alley, you would know him as the owner and founder of Fun Fun Entertainment. He donated flowering plants and shrubs, and he partnered with the PTA and the CPEP team of Blackrock WIM to beautify the entrance to the school. And this morning, I was on site at Bagatelle, where the CPEP team from Backlet Mount St. George did a cleanup exercise at the home of a double amputee. So I am saying here that the spirit of Christmas is well and alive in our division, and we are taking our mandate seriously. And our mandate proposes that we empower persons within the community, that we create strong families and sustainable communities, and we are doing just that. As the representative for Scarborough Calder Hall, I look forward to CPEP's 12 Days of Joy in Scarborough Calder Hall on Monday the 11th, when they will be distributing hampers to 12 senior citizens. And in these hampers would be vegetables that they grew themselves while they were on the job. They would also consist of gift items and baked goods. And these items were donated by the workers themselves, who were part of the vocational skills program conducted by the division. So let me take the opportunity to congratulate and thank the manager, Ms. Janelle Berkeley, and the CPEP workers who understand the Assembly's reduced budget allocations, and they have contributed to all of these initiatives on their own. So I just needed to compliment them at this point in time. As far as Community Development Department is concerned, yesterday the division held an achievement graduation ceremony for over 700 participants of our vocational skills program. And these programs will run over the last 6-month period. The purpose of this program is to provide avenues for capacity building and also to afford persons access to training opportunities within close proximity of their homes. The Vocational Skills Program also offers an opportunity for them to socialize and network while they are acquiring a skill. It ensures, as I said very early in this term, it ensures an opportunity for the community centers and multipurpose facilities to be fully utilized throughout the day. And it also exposes the community members to skill sets that are needed to facilitate employment opportunities and economic diversification. So at our well-attended graduation ceremony, and I say well-attended because when I got there, I was pleasantly surprised. I could not even get in to the road to access the building because there were so many persons who turned out for what I consider to be a groundbreaking experience. So what we offered were 70 skill areas. There were 20 day classes and 50 evening classes. And some of the skills that were on display came from the air conditioning and refrigeration repairs class, floral art, cake decorating, ballroom dancing, events deco and coordination, soap making, drapery and furnishing, digital photography, and garment construction, to name a few. But what was more important about this function is that the graduates themselves are the ones who really took control of the function. They provided the decorations based on the training that they would have received at these courses. And the persons who were involved in food preparation also provided, with some assistance, the refreshments for the function. And this is what we are talking about when we say as an assembly, we need all hands on deck. The time has come for everyone to contribute to nation building. And yesterday I was really, really happy at the response that we received from our graduates of these vocational skills programs. If I go on to talk about what was on display, the only words I can find is beauty and elegance. And when I saw the variety of goods on display and the expertise that was demonstrated, it spoke to the creativity and excellence of our people. And the question came to mind immediately: why are we importing so much when we have talented persons right here in Tobago who can produce items that are even more outstanding than some that we import or we go elsewhere to purchase? Yesterday afternoon, a good friend of mine said to me, why are we importing bread from Trinidad and wherever, when Tobago has produced so many outstanding bakers and cooks in this country? And ladies and gentlemen, the Division of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Culture takes the responsibility seriously of producing our future entrepreneurs in every field of endeavor. So, in fiscal 2017-2018, this program has been reviewed and restructured, and I'm talking now about the Vocational Skills Program. The curriculum was revised with the aim of delivering more relevant training. So there are some that we must continue, but we are also looking for training that is aligned to the socio-economic development plan of the island. There is also a deliberate move towards engaging the type of training that will be attractive to young people. And in my last presentation a couple months ago, I would have alluded to the opening of the youth zones, youth spaces in communities. So I want to endorse that I promised you a January 2018 opening, and we are well ahead and right on stream to ensure that this happens. So maybe you'll see me again sometime in early January so that I can outline all that we have to offer and get the people of Tobago excited in accessing free training. And I want to endorse free training. Another aspect of the restructuring of these programs entails the process of accreditation of the programs that we offer. At this point in time, the participants will receive certificates of participation. And we believe that this is just not good enough. In order for us to make them marketable, it is important that the courses be accredited. So we are now in the process of aligning ourselves with the National Training Agency. Some of our tutors and staff of the department have already completed the first phase of the assessor and verifier training. And on successful completion of the assessment, the department will then be able to issue National Vocational Level 1 and Level 2 certificates to participants. And as I said before, this type of certification will make them more marketable, and it will also put our programs on the same level as some of the other national training programs. With this recent restructuring of the division, and I'm talking now about the change from community development and culture to community development, enterprise development, and labor, it puts us in the perfect place to include business development within the type of training that we offer to persons within communities. So the Vocational Skills Program will now be taken to a higher level, where graduates of these programs can now take their hobbies, the things that make them feel good, the things that they are interested in, to the stage where they can now make money from the skills that they acquired. So the business development unit of our division will be on hand for these graduates of the program to offer training, grants if needs be, and loans to graduates of this program. So I personally am very excited about what 2018 offers for the people of Tobago, particularly those persons who may be disenfranchised. And to add to all that I've said before, the labor unit is now a part of the division. And it gives me great pleasure to announce to members of the media and all of the listening public of Tobago, we will be launching a mobile labor unit within our division. So the vehicle has already been wrapped, and it is attractively wrapped in the colors of the Tobago House of Assembly. And the lettering that is on the bus will give, I should say, the people within the community an idea of some of the services that they will offer. So this launch will take place at the Penny Savers car park compound. And there will be a schedule of communities that the mobile unit will visit, and the dates for the rollout will be aired publicly, because we will be asking members of the Labor Department to ensure that they interface with you, the members of the media, and all this information will come to you. But just let me give you a few of the services that they will offer. So as they move throughout communities within Tobago, the vehicle will be parked at any one location. They will be equipped with tents and tables and chairs so that they can have an out-of-office experience anywhere across Tobago. And they will be offering career guidance, job opportunities and placement, because they are currently interfacing with the private sector, so they are aware of some of the vacancies that exist in the different institutions, and they can now offer the kind of information that many times persons within the community do not have. They will also offer training and workforce education, dispute resolution. They will give persons an idea of labor legislation. There will be consultations, and mediation services would be also provided, because we honestly believe that some of the situations that reach the court don't even have to reach there. We believe that if we are able to provide the type of mediation that is necessary, then the court will be under less pressure, and there will be fewer backlog of cases. So the mediation service to us is critical, and our officers are trained and will be partnering with officers from the Division of Health and Wellness. They have their own mediation officers, and they will be partnering with them to provide these services within communities. There will also be on-the-spot lectures on industrial relation practices. So we look forward to that beginning this month and continuing throughout 2018. I now turn to the Business Development Unit. And within our division, this is the unit that I should say attracts a whole lot of attention, because for the past couple months we are seeing a renewed interest in entrepreneurship. People are finally deciding that there are talents resident within themselves that they can now take to another level. So the Business Development Unit has provided what I would call the opportunity for existing entrepreneurs within the society to showcase themselves in a real meaningful way. And we are going to be doing this with the introduction of a Christmas Village. And this Christmas Village will run for the period the 11th to the 16th of December. So that's next week. So there will be an official opening on Monday in the afternoon at the Esplanade. We are partnering with members of the private sector as well to just make the Esplanade a place where people will want to be, where they will want to hang out, not just to purchase items, but just to be a part of the whole experience. We are so excited about this that we foresee that this Christmas Village will not only be successful in this first year, but will eventually become a signal event on Tobago's social calendar. So, from Monday through Thursday, the Christmas Village will be open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on Friday and Saturday, it will go from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. It is anticipated that the village will entertain over 2,500 visitors over the 6 days. And we have implemented a system where we will be able to count the number of persons that interface at the center. And we are basing this upon the fact that currently we have 73 exhibitors who have registered to be a part of this Christmas village. As the mantra of the BDU is, they are redefining business and they are fostering success. We believe that the event creates an opportunity for the major objective of the department to be achieved. They want to showcase the local entrepreneurs and to encourage people in Tobago to buy local products. I promise you that when you see some of the products that are on display, some of which will come from the vocational skills program that we currently engage in, you will be amazed at the quality and the level of professionalism of the products that the people in Tobago can produce. On the 6th and 7th, these entrepreneurs will be engaged in training because we want a professional outlook. We do not want things to be any old how. The Christmas village will not just be engaging and entertaining, but it must also be professional. So some of the services that we will have available are the purchasing of local fruit cakes and cupcakes, punch cream, local wines, novelty gift items, drapery, on-the-spot baking of dirt oven bread, hairdressing, manicures and pedicures, Christmas trees and lights, horticulture, ham and turkey, and that's just to name a few. Anything possible that you could need for Christmas, we are trying our best to provide at the Christmas village. So I want to encourage all of Tobago, even now, to make sure that you are a part of that Christmas village 2017. We've also included daily cultural shows. So the Rotunda area will be used to put on those cultural programs, and the area to the front and back of the Rotunda, stretching from Sangsters Hill to just beyond the Rotunda, will be used for our exhibits. We believe that the inclusion of these cultural shows, coupled with the scheduled visits of 2 cruise ships within that period, is expected to add further viability and visibility to the project. And the buzz that will ultimately be created will assist in additional income generation for the tenants on the Milford Road Esplanade. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Division of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labor. We are well poised to bring in, and to not just bring in, but to sustain the spirit of joy and peace and love, but more so, the spirit of entrepreneurship, which we know exists in the people of Tobago and which we propose to take to a higher level. I also want to encourage families to visit the Christmas village because entertainment will be provided for the children. There will be fun entertainment will be there Thursday, Friday and Saturday, providing games and entertainment for the young ones as you are engaged in shopping. It would be remiss of me if I were to end today without saying something about Tobago Day. Now, this week has been designated Tobago Week. We began with a very scaled down version of what we had last year. We actually started on Sunday morning, which was the 3rd of December, with a church service at Canaan Church of the Nazarene. And I must say that the service was an excellent one. It was a service of thanksgiving, and it is one in which we were reminded that we are responsible to give thanks to God, firstly, just for being alive. We are also to bring much of what we receive to God, because all we are and all that we hope to be is because of Him. And we will also ask to remember that giving to others is a part of thanksgiving. And I honestly believe that our division took this to heart, and that is one reason that we were engaged in the process of giving and giving back to the community. On Monday, which was known as Assembly Day, there was a cultural exposition at the port compound. And ladies and gentlemen, the level of the talent that is resident in Tobago is one that we take for granted. But I want to encourage all of those persons who participated in this cultural exhibition, and even those who were not engaged, that they take their cultural expression seriously. Because I do believe that if we are to improve on tourism within the island of Tobago, it is our culture that would be the vehicle to take this island forward. The culture was of a very high quality. I want to commend them, and to all those persons who turned out to the exposition, I would want to thank them as well. So Assembly Week continues tomorrow with the youth debate at the legislature, and this promises to be very exciting because there would be young people who would be giving us, the politicians, an idea of how they believe that we should go about fixing Tobago within our, what should I say, limited economic situation at this point in time. So I invite all of you to tune in at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow for the youth debate, which promises to be very exciting, informative, and interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I close, I remember the saying that in times of scarcity, necessity is the mother of invention. And I want to encourage all of Tobago to come on board at this time. Let this period of giving and sharing, partnering, volunteering be not just for the Christmas season, but it would be one that we continue throughout the rest of this year and the years to come. And on behalf of myself and all the members of the Tobago House of Assembly, I want to wish you and your family a blessed, peaceful, enjoyable Christmas and a creative, productive New Year.
The Christmas Village. Would the success of the Christmas Village be measured by the amount of people that attend or the amount of revenue that is generated by the vendors?
It will be both. And from where I sit, I want to believe that the amount of revenue that is generated will be the primary item that we use to denote success. So we are really, really hoping that we could generate hundreds of thousands of dollars for the people in Tobago. Yes.
Good afternoon, Secretary.
Good afternoon.
I just want to ask, what's the cost of the management of this labor unit? And
what's
the cost to manage this mobile unit?
Well, I must say that it is not something that I thought about. And I say that because it will be out during the day. So the workers are at work. So they are not being paid extra. So it will be gas for the vehicle to go out to the different locations. They will be at work, but they will be at work within communities. And at the end of the day, they will return to head office. So the only overheads I see at this point in time, because tables and chairs and anything else that they require are now presently available within the division. Okay? And the cost of publication of material that they would need, we can assume that responsibility within the division. So I really do not foresee much cost, if any.
Thank you for staying with us for the Tobago House of Assembly's Post-Executive Council Media Briefing for the week ending December 9th, 2017.